Commissioner Court. And we're going to ask Brother James Whitaker, the pastor of Farewell United Pentecostal Church, to open up in prayer.
Heavenly Father, we love you today. Thank you for your grace and your mercy. God, you see the decisions that's going to be made today, God. We ask you for your favor today, God. Grant us wisdom in Jesus' wonderful name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. We're going to call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum here today. Acknowledge any guests here today also. And on the consent agenda, the first item, and y'all can look over that if you hadn't already and express your opinion. Ask for a motion.
I make this.
I second.
Motion made by Mr. Plumby and second by Mr. Thompson. We approve the consent agenda. No discussion. All in favor? 5-0. Before we get started on the consideration and deliberation, I have a request from a public forum for Ms. Kathy Pierce. And we'll let her come, and you got 5 minutes, Ms. Pierce.
I've been asked to present this certificate of participation to you, Judge Weeks, from the V.G. Young Institute of County Government, Commissioners for Leadership Academy, for your participation in session 1, where you received 12 hours of education or training.
All right. Come around.
Okay.
All right, Judge.
Very good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Okay, going on to deliberation, consideration, action in the following items. Number 1 will be omitted by the sheriff's request. Number 2 is discuss and appropriate take action on authorize Goodwin Lester Strong to begin road construction procurement pending environmental clearance, including the advertising for bid related to GLO DR 442, 4332. Contract 20-065-101-C274. Mr. Nick.
Morning.
All right.
As the judge said, this is GLO DR 4332. Each precinct has a project in here. Short synopsis of what we're doing. Precinct 1, we're working on County Road 3016. Going to be an oil sand section. Precinct 2, County Road 1022. Going to be a chip seal or 2-course surface treatment. Precinct 3, County Road 2001, also a chip seal, 2-course surface treatment. And precinct 4 is County Road 4128/4129, which is a asphalt section. And we're now clear environmentally to proceed with this project. So pending a vote here, we can get in the paper and start advertising this week. Open bids approximately July the 9th, which would have notice to proceed issued around August the 1st. We're turning dirt in August. Thank you.
Okay, any questions from Nick? Project?
Are we gonna work on this project same time?
So they're set up to be bid independently. We could award to all of them to one contractor or to different contractors, but they are set up to be worked currently.
And if they was awarded to the one contractor to do all projects, then how would you schedule that operation for each precinct?
Contractor would have to be able to work them all concurrently. So that's something we'll have to take into consideration when we're awarding contracts.
Well, that's all but me, right? I'm excluded.
All right. Your motion.
I make the motion that we, action on authorizing Golden Master Strong construction procurement pending environmental clearance and, including the advertising for bids related to the GLO DR 4332 contract number 20-065-101-C274.
Second. Motion been made by Mr. White and second by Mr. Benson, that we authorize Goodman Laster Strong to advertise for bid for these related projects on GLO DR 4332. That's in precinct 1, precinct 2, precinct 4. Any discussion? Not all in favor? 5-0. Number 3 is to authorize to rebid for title work survey, land surveying and closing services for GR CDBG DR 4266 buyout.
All right, this one, we only received one submittal for the bid, and GLO stated that we need to rebid for the title work since we only had two. Just requesting to rebid on
So what happens if we just get one bid of the next guy?
that. Well, it shows that we went out and outreached all these individuals. So if we still only receive one next time and we show, we have proof that it's all been advertised and that's all we have.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. Palmer and second by Mr. White. We authorize to rebid for the work, title work, land surveying and closing services on the buyout of 4266. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0. 4 is to authorize to re-advertise for request for qualification for engineering, architect services for HMGP 4586, 4572 funded.
This one, they had previously put in to authorize, to advertise a request for qualification engineering. Now we're requesting to add the architect and to rebid on that. It was questioned several times why the architect wasn't added.
What is that for?
That one's for the, Florida and, Texas one.
We need an architect.
It's just a non-fact that that's normally the way they do it.
Okay.
And we've been kind of excluding architect, from our request for qualification. So I've asked Leah to just add that in, and we'll be kind of up to standards with the rest of the counties. Am I right, Mark?
Yes, sir.
I think that's the way most other counties do it, and it don't limit it to one thing like, engineering or architect. It's open to both.
That's correct. And on these particular HFGP projects, the county has not determined what project they want to submit at this point in time. And that way, if it is a project that requires an architect, then we've got the procurement done and we're good to go forward.
I make that motion. We authorize to re-advertise for the request for the qualification of engineering and architect services for HMGP 4586 and 4572 funding.
That's second. Motion been made, Mr. White, second, Mr. Benson, that we re-advertise for qualification, request for qualification on engineer and architect. Any more discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Okay, number 5 is authorize to re-advertise the, request for qualification on engineering architect services for DebCog CDBG MIT funded. Ron?
And this is the same issue that we had on before. We need to go and add architect.
For the same reason, right? I make that motion.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. Benson, second Mr. Palmby, that we re-advertise for qualifications for engineering and architect services for DebCog CDBG MIT funded. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Number 6 is to authorize to re-advertise for request for proposal for application development, project management, and grant administration services for the DebCog CDBG MIT funded.
Okay, on this one, we had none that was submitted on, this grant. We're asking to re-advertise, so get more, start getting bids in. Deadline on that one is June 3rd. If we receive any.
There, motion.
Make the motion.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. White, second Mr. Palmby, we re-advertise for the request for proposal, application development, project management, grant administration, service for DebCog CDBG MIT funded. Any discussion? Favor? 5-0. Number 7 is authorized to re-advertise for request for proposal for application development, project management, grant administration service for American Rescue Plan 2021 funded.
And this one deadline was, June the 7th, and we only received one. And again, it goes back to the procurement, so we'll make sure that we will, publicize.
I make the motion.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. Benson, second by Mr. White, that we re-advertise for proposal for application of project management and grant administration service for American Rescue Plan 2021 funded. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Number 8 is to authorize to extend the bid for June 18th, 2021 for precinct 4 road material for FEMA Hurricane Harvey project. I got 43713, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. DR 4332, PW 4805.
Okay, the deadline on this one was June the 3rd, and we only received one bid. So Liz had talked to Mr. Thompson the other day, so we're going to extend the deadline. Instead of just re-advertising it, we're going to extend the deadline.
I make the motion that we, authorize to extend the bid to June 18th, 2021, precinct 4 road material FEMA Hurricane Harvey project. 3713, DR 4332, PW 4805, 4805.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. White and second by Mr. Palmby that we extend the deadline to June 18th, 2021, for precinct 4 road material for FEMA Hurricane project. And are we reaching out? Are we extending to all the suppliers that we need to, or are we just putting it in the paper?
Putting it in the paper, but there was a slip up, some mail issue, so we're just extending it. So, supposed to be sending it to Janice, just email these instead of, mailing it out.
Do we have a list of contractors that we invite them to bid on?
Mhm.
And we send it to them every time and we only get one bid back?
We're having the same issue, so it's
Yeah.
countywide, so we're having the same issue.
But as long as you got proof from FEMA, GLO, whatever, that you have reached out multiple times to the bidders and you only get one or two, and they're okay with that as long as you reached out multiple times. But if you only reached out once, they're still gonna request that you re-advertise.
I recommend that we, kind of do some follow-up and find out, maybe, see if we can find out why people don't seem to want to be interested. There's a reason, more than
Yeah.
likely. And, you know, if we continue to have to do this, it's not good.
I think it should be a contact between the commissioners. If this is what material we're looking at, I think the commissioners should make that contact with the suppliers to make sure.
Yeah, well, we need to do something different.
Maybe that would help.
Okay.
Any more discussion? All in favor? I vote. Number 9, to authorize to advertise for request for qualification engineer architect services for TxDOT 2021 transportation alternate RR 255 hike and bike trail.
Okay, on this one, the pre-application was submitted. We received a letter back on June the 4th, a letter of consent for proposed. If the application is approved, then we'll go to the next level as to advertise. So we want to be prepared and ready if approved, so we can go to that next step.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Motion been made by Mr. Thompson, second Mr. White, that we authorize to advertise a request for qualification engineer architect services for TxDOT 2021 transportation alternate RR 255 hike and bike trail. Any discussion? Not all in favor? 5-0. Thank you, Ron. Number 10 is discuss and appropriate approve spending $150,000 out of precinct 4 budget to pave PR 113. Thompson?
Well, that's what everyone calls, our Richardson Road. And we've been fighting dust and all, and a lot of complaints from the homeowners there, so I've got enough money to fix the road and pave it, so I'm asking the court to approve it. The funds for doing it. Approve of me spending the money.
Okay. Okay, this $150,000 you have, is that coming straight out of your budget?
No, it's my cash money. It's not out of my budget. It's not out of my working budget.
Okay,
Same thing.
but,
Same thing.
but at the same time, you got some FEMA money in that road.
But the FEMA money is separate from this. FEMA money doesn't include any paving. All it gave me is money to actually prepare the ditches and prepare the road. And I'm gonna take it one step
Okay.
further and pave it.
You're gonna use the FEMA money and then you're gonna finish it out with some of your cash to
That's right,
actually make it a passable road and hopefully stop the complaint.
right.
So the 150 is beside the FEMA.
It's,
It's additional.
it has nothing to do with FEMA.
But FEMA does have money
Yes, sir.
that's in that project.
But it's not,
I
there's
didn't
gonna be additional 150 besides the FEMA portion of it. Where
I just didn't want
That's right.
to leave the FEMA money and just use all his money, what the point I was trying to make.
No,
I make that motion that we, approve spending $150,000 out of precinct 4, budget to pave, County Road 3113.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. White, and second Mr. Plumbee, that we authorize the spending of $150,000 for precinct 4 budget, precinct 4 budget, paving CR 113. Any discussion? All in favor?
Now, we have to come back and approve going out for bids.
And maybe you have to bring up to $180,000. I'll just say. Accept bids and, approve sheriff's truck from Weaver Motor.
Okay, we went out for bids for the sheriff's, patrol vehicles. We received one bid from Weaver Brothers for $25,723. The sheriff approved this bid. It's for a 4x4 pickup truck. And it's in his budget. We're just asking the court to approve it and stay transparent because it's already budgeted from last year for our budget this year.
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion is made by Mr. Plumbee, second by Mr. Thompson, that we accept the bid for purchase of the sheriff's truck from Weaver Motor. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Likewise, like from last time, we're going to combine the COVID-19 disaster, the Hurricane Laura disaster, and the winter weather disaster all together, unless y'all want to exclude one of them. We're going to extend them to July the 12th, 2021.
What are weather disaster declarations? We need it. We still have some paperwork lingering, or the reason we do it.
Yeah. All right. And the reason I asked y'all to keep extending these until the paperwork is continuing, then we must have it on our agenda that it is in effect.
I make that motion. We, extend the 3 declarations till, July 12th, 2021.
That's that. Motion been made by Mr. White and second by Mr. Benson, that we authorize to extend the COVID-19 Hurricane Laura and winter storm declaration for July the 12th, 2021. Any discussion? Not all in favor? 5-0. Okay, Mr. Chair, I can pay the bill.
General fund, $545,077.73. District Attorney State Fund, $2,101.40. Road and Bridge General, $32,551.50. Road and Bridge Precinct 1, $20,646.84. Road and Bridge Precinct 2, $30,690.41. Road and Bridge Precinct 3, $31,515.24. Road and Bridge Precinct 4, $22,113.86. Courthouse Security, $719.82. The VAW grant, $5,178.92. Commissioner Special Precinct 1, $15,268.32. Commissioner Special Precinct 2, $18,348.39. Precinct 3 Commissioner Special, $52,228.27. And Commissioner Special Precinct 4, $9,732.11. Record Preservation, $799.93. Sheriff Contraband, $461.26. Solid Waste Disposal, $15,156.21. Voter Registration, $3,995.31. Newton County Library, $12,494.45. Historical Operating, $4,901.18. Records management, $1,248.74. FEMA grants, $769.99. Regular grants, $518,044.42, and the technology fund, $380.12, for a total of $1,344,424.42. That's money.
Is there a motion?
Motion, we pay the bill for the month.
Second.
Motion been made by Mr. White and second by Mr. Palmer to pay the bill for the month of June. What month we talking about?
May, yeah.
May. Any discussion? Favor? 5-0. Your motion to adjourn?
I make it.
Motion been made by Mr. Benson, second by Mr. White. Adjourn. 7 minutes after.
All in favor?
Huh?
Let's go.